Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria Montefusco and I'm a lover of all things when it comes to makeup and fragrance and beauty and all of that fun stuff. And today I'm going to be talking about some fragrances that are on my wish list and also like fragrance houses, especially from the niche category that I'm interested in trying. So if you're interested in hearing about some fragrances that I really want some samples and decants of just to try them, please keep on watching. So I will let you all know if you know of a place to buy any of these fragrances as decants, please let me know, because especially some of these like more niche houses, there's not really a place to purchase the decants of. So I'm just wondering if you all like have any insight on that. And if you do, please let me know, because some of these I'm really dying to try and I'm not really sure that there's an affordable way to try these fragrances. So let's get started. So I will pop the fragrance up somewhere so you can see the bottle, but the first fragrance I want to talk about is the House of Oud What About Pop fragrance. So Paulina Shar here on YouTube, she's a great fragrance channel. She loves this fragrance. She basically says it is like popcorn in a fragrance, and I love the way that popcorn smells. It's like a very like sweet caramel corn, and that just sounds amazing. And I love like sweet, warm, and gourmand kinds of scents. So this really sounds up my alley. So in case you're wondering, the notes in here are popcorn, caramel, hawthorn, whipped cream, Madagascar vanilla, night blooming cereus, I'm not sure what that is, ebony, benzoin, ambergris, musk, and vetiver. So those top notes, especially like the caramel, the whipped cream, the vanilla, the popcorn, that just sounds like yummy, delicious caramel corn. And that just really sounds amazing, and like who wouldn't want to smell like that? Also, the House of Oud bottles are so cool looking, and I would really love to get a full size, like if I do like the fragrance, of course, in my collection. I just don't know where to get a decant of these fragrances. So like I really want to try it, but I can't like really find a little like sample anywhere, and that's kind of bothering me because I'm very picky when it comes to scents. I get fragrance-induced headaches very easily. So that's why I really want to sample these before I like splurge on a travel size or a full size or anything like that, because I'm not sure what their return policy is like, but considering they're like a niche house, I doubt it's that good. So I really want to try House of Oud What About Pop. There's another House of Oud fragrance I want to try also in the warm, sweet, gourmand category, and this one's called Keep Glazed. So I have not seen any reviews on this, but just the way the notes sound in the description of this fragrance is like, oh my gosh. So notes of lemon, mango, strawberry leaf, chantilly cream, coconut, ginger crumble, fruity musk, and woods. Doesn't that just sound like edible and delicious? Like, oh my gosh. So I love fruit notes in my fragrances. I love raspberry notes, mango notes, strawberry notes, like all of that. Give me all the fruits. So I love all the fruits in there. Chantilly cream, that just sounds beautiful, and I love chantilly cream. I love eating chantilly cream. So yeah, of course I want to smell like that. And then I love coconut scents as well. I just think coconut's a really beautiful note in fragrances. And then ginger, ooh, like this just sounds heavenly. I want to try a sample of this as well. Again, the bottle is just so beautiful. So that is also on my list from House of Oud. Next, let's talk about Penhaligon's. So Penhaligon's does have sampler sets, which I'm interested in. So I'd like to try their like mainline sampler set probably, and also their sampler set that has all of the fragrances with like the heads of like animals on them. I forget what that collection is called, but I'll like put it down here. I'll put the name of it somewhere. So Erin Nicole here on YouTube really introduced me to Penhaligon's. She loves one of the scents I'm going to mention, and I will tell you which one that is. And there's a few other Penhaligon scents that she likes and enjoys and owns in her collection. So I heard about this fragrance house from her. Penhaligon's has been around, I believe, since the 1800s. So like they probably know what they're doing if they've been around for, you know, 150 years or however long it's been. So like, I trust Penhaligon's. And so I've never tried any of their fragrances, but I have like, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 fragrances from Penhaligon's that I'm interested in trying. I'll tell you what they are. So the first one is Babylon. So this has notes of warm vanilla, cedar, and saffron. I love vanilla in my fragrances. Again, the kinds of scents I like are warm, they're sweet. I love gourmand fragrances. I do like some fruity fragrances. Some of my favorite fragrances include YSL Black Opium, Dolce & Gabbana The Only One, Whispers of Admiration from House of Sillage. I also love the Sol Cheirosa perfume from Sol de Janeiro that smells like the Bum Bum Cream, and Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Like, all of these scents pretty much have some sort of like vanilla and warmth to them, whether or not they're considered gourmands, you know? So this to me just sounds spicy and like warm vanilla goodness. So I'm really interested in trying that. The next one is called Helfeti Cedar, and this has rum, spice, vanilla, amber, and dried fruits. Again, I feel like this has a similar vibe, at least in the notes, to Babylon, where it's like vanilla, that like vanilla base, and then it has like those spices, and it's a little bit boozy as well, and then the dried fruits. Oh, that just sounds like heaven. It sounds like something I would love, so I really want to try that as well. And then these next 3 fragrances are from that collection that I can't remember the name of. And so the first one is Changing Constants, and this is one of Erin Nicole's like favorite fragrances from Penhaligon's, and she owns a bottle of this, and the way she describes this just makes me want to try it so bad, and the bottle is so pretty. And so this has notes of cardamom, pimento, and salted caramel. That just sounds like gourmand, spicy amazingness, and I of course want to try that. That sounds so good. And then also Roaring Radcliffe. This fragrance has notes of rum, gingerbread, and tobacco. I love the way gingerbread smells. To me, gingerbread, like that smell just like takes me back to like Christmas time when I'm at my boyfriend's parents' house. We're making gingerbread cookies and like decorating them and eating them and just having a great time. So I love the smell of gingerbread. That scent like really brings back certain memories for me. And then rum, a little bit of alcohol in there. I don't mind that. I do not own any fragrances currently that have an alcohol-y, boozy kind of scent, but it's definitely something I'm interested in trying. And then tobacco. I don't really own any fragrances with tobacco notes either, but again, that's something I'm interested in seeing if I like. So I think that could be a good one too. And the last one from Penhaligon's is Clandestine Clara. So notes of rum, vanilla, cinnamon, musk, and ambery patchouli. Again, I feel like the fragrances I want to try from Penhaligon's are all warm vanillas. Some of them have these boozy notes. All of them have some sort of like spice to them, it seems like. It just seems like a really warm, inviting, gourmandy, sweet kind of scent with a little bit of spice, a little bit of kick, which is definitely something that I'm interested in. So the next brand I want to talk about is Kilian. So Kilian is sold at Sephora. So I feel like once like things get more back to normal, maybe I can go into my local Sephora and like spritz this on like a blotter card and really get to see what they smell like. But for now, my Sephora is not doing any sort of like fragrance testing or sampling, so I can't really go into my Sephora and smell these. But Kilian Angel Share is something I really want to try. It seems like everybody loves this scent. It has notes of cognac, hazelnut, oak wood, cinnamon, tonka bean, sandalwood, praline, and vanilla. So again, you have that sweetness, you have that spiciness, and you have that booziness, and that is just something I'm really interested in exploring to see if I like. Also, the bottle is just so pretty. I love the packaging on this. It just looks like alcohol. Like it looks like something that you would buy like rum in, and I think that's really cool. Or not rum, cognac. I don't know. I don't really drink liquor. Like I drink liquor and like mixed drinks. I don't really own liquor like at all. So my knowledge is lacking, I'm sorry. But like Angel Share, that sounds amazing. Also Kilian Princess, this is something I'm interested in trying. It might be discontinued. I was reading some Sephora reviews and people are like, it's being discontinued, and it's out of stock on Sephora's website. So I'm not sure about this one. If you know if this is being discontinued. Let me know in the comments. I'm kind of curious, but I am interested in trying it. And this has notes of ginger, green tea, and marshmallow. I have never tried a tea fragrance ever, so that intrigues me, but mostly the marshmallow note, I'm like, ooh, that sounds nice. And then ginger, I like a little bit of spiciness too. That also sounds nice. So the green tea kind of like threw me for a loop there, but I am interested in trying it if it's not discontinued, just to see if I do like the tea notes with the marshmallow and the spiciness of the ginger as well. So next, I have a one-off from Jean-Paul Gaultier. I'm not very good at pronouncing French things. And this is the scent La Belle. I've heard a lot about this scent from both Paulina Char on YouTube, who is a fragrance video, and also Jus de Rose. I believe her name is Josephine, and she has a channel all about fragrances. I'll link all these channels in my description box, don't worry. And they both love this fragrance. So this has notes of pear, bergamot, florals, leather, vanilla, vetiver, amber, and musk. The bergamot, the florals, I'm like, eh. Like, you know, you all know I'm kind of scared of florals and fragrances. I feel like those notes, especially like powdery florals, like that is a headache central for me. So I have to be really careful with that. So this is definitely something I'd want to sample because it's by far not going to be a slam dunk. But I've heard that this fragrance is just very sweet, very feminine, very pretty, and you can really smell that vanilla, that leather, and that amber, and it just sounds really pretty. So it's definitely something I'm interested in trying. I'm not really a big fan of the bottle. I think the bottle is kind of tacky, and I'm sorry if you like the bottle. I just don't like it. So I am interested in trying it though. It seems like it has really good reviews. Next, I want to try Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon. So Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb is a fragrance that I do enjoy. I do not have it in my collection, but I've sampled it quite many times and I do really like it. I think it's really pretty. And so Bon Bon sounds basically like even more up my alley than Flower Bomb does, because Flower Bomb is floral, and normally I hate florals. Like I don't want to say hate florals. Normally florals are a bit risky for me. I either really like florals fragrances or I really hate them and they give me headaches and I get sad. So I do like Flower Bomb, even though it's a floral, but Bon Bon sounds more up my alley. So Bon Bon has notes of black currant, peach, caramel, mandarin, orange, and woody amber. So again, very sweet sounding. I mean, the name Bon Bon would imply it's sweet. It has those fruity notes, it has that sweetness and stickiness of the caramel, and it has that amber note at the base. I think it just sounds really beautiful. Also definitely something I'm interested in getting a sample of. And then last but not least, I have two fragrances from Juliette Has A Gun. So I've tried one fragrance from Juliette Has A Gun, and it's called Not a Perfume, and I did not like it. But there are two fragrances from this brand that I do think sound a little bit up my alley and that I'm interested in trying. So the first one is Vanilla Vibes, and so this has notes of sea salt, natural vanilla, and sandalwood. People say this fragrance, at least in the Sephora reviews, people say this fragrance smells very summery and just like not suntan lotiony, but like you're at the beach and you have the sea salt, so like you smell like, it sounds like the ocean combined with the vanilla. It's just like a very summery, happy fragrance. And so I like scents like that, and that's something that interests me to try a little bit of the sample, or try a little bit of this fragrance. And then also Juliette Has A Gun, and this is called it's MMMM with an ellipsis, which I find funny. So and Erin Nicole smelled this fragrance at Sephora, and she said she went so I was like, okay, she liked this. And then when I read the notes and read some reviews, it does sound interesting. So this has notes of vanilla, neroli, sandalwood, jasmine, sambac, iris butter, caramel, and raspberries. Sandalwood is not normally my vibe, but and jasmine is also not normally my vibe, but vanilla and the caramel and the raspberries, that sounds really beautiful. And just based on seeing the reviews on this and hearing Erin's thoughts on this, I was like, yeah, this is definitely something I'm interested in trying. So maybe if my Sephora ever does fragrance testing again, and if they have these scents at my local Sephora, maybe I can test them out there and not have to like buy a sample or anything. But those are all of the fragrances I want to try. If you all have a place to buy some of these samples, especially the House of Oud ones, because I don't know where to buy affordable samples, please let me know, because I'm really interested in those. They just sound really beautiful and gourmand and just like edible and delicious. But any of these fragrances, I want samples. So let me know if you all find some and I'll definitely check that out. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is a really fun one for me to do. And I just really like talking about fragrances and things I like. And this is definitely something I've gotten more into over the past few months on my YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please like this video. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you like me, please subscribe. I post 3 times a week about beauty and fragrance and sometimes some other stuff too, depending on my mood. So you should definitely subscribe if you want to get notified of all of my videos. And if you have anything to comment down below, please put that in the comment box. I love reading your comments and responding to them. It's one of my favorite parts of doing all this stuff. So with that, thank you for spending a little part of your day with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.